What's going on YouTube? Kaioken come at you with another Wi-Fi battle. I found this unspoken Wi-Fi battle finder. I forgot who this is against, but his name will be in the description. Anyway, looking at the team, it's obviously a Sun team, and I'm using that same one rain team I've been using. So it's going to be a weather war. I'm thinking that he might want to lead with his Deoxys or something. So I'm just going to lead with Tornado so I can U-turn out. And also looking at his team, I can kind of tell that his scissor is going to be choiced. I'm not sure if it's going to be banded or not. I find out that it's scarfed, I believe, during the battle. I'm pretty sure that the Axis is not going to be one of the ones that just sets up spikes and hazards, so spikes and rocks, because this Donphin is going to be his stealth rock user, and Donphin is also going to rapid spin, which might hinder me setting up my hazards. So let's get into the battle. So, like I said, I'm just leaving with my Tornadoes just to try to get some switch initiative, see what he wants to do. He's going to actually lead off with Venusaur, probably predicting me to lead with my Politoed, but no. I thought about going for the Hurricane or the Heat Wave here, but I'm like, you know what, I'll just go for the U-turn. And it works out really well, because he actually switches out into his Deoxys defense. So, I was just thinking I would U-turn in case he wants to try to Sleep Powder or something. Granted, I don't know why he would want to stay in, but it's whatever. So I'm just gonna go into my Bronzong, and I wasn't sure if he would carry the taunt or not, so I just went for the Toxic anyway. I should probably take Toxic off this Bronzong and put HB Ice on it because Dragons and Gliscor and stuff. But whatever. Anyway, yeah, I get taunted, so I'm thinking right now that he's one of those fast taunters things, because that's, you know, this common set. I'm going to my Politoed, as I believe he sets up a layer of spikes, and I just want to get my Politoed in here because I'm pretty sure Rain Boosted Skull will do a good amount of damage, and I would be able to, you know, if I get the burn, that'll be very helpful, just then wearing down this Deoxys. So I'm just going to throw up a Toxic, and now I know 3 of his moves, so I figured his last move is either going to be either Recover or like Ice Beam or something. But I was pretty sure it was going to be like Recover or something because of the, I don't remember why I was thinking it was going to be Recovering. Anyway, I'm going to switch out into my Tornadus Therian. I'm just going to go for a Hurricane, and unfortunately it's not going to KO from that range, but it'll bring him down. Does a decent chunk, and he's going to hit me with a Toxic, and I'm just like, fuck, Toxic. I really didn't want Toxic on my Tornadus Therian, but yeah. Oh, I think it was here that I thought his last move might be Ice Beam, not Ice Beam, wow, be Recover, because he went for the Toxic as opposed to doing his last move. Honestly, I would have stepped the 3rd layer of spikes there, because, or 2nd layer, and you're gonna see later that him not having up his last layer of spikes is gonna hurt him a little bit. So I'm just gonna kill off the Deoxys with the Hurricane. He's gonna go into Ninetales now, and I see this on an air balloon, so I'm like, I might as well just U-turn out as opposed to hard switching out, because I can break the air balloon and get some switch initiative, I guess. Not really initiative, but so I'm gonna go into my Politoed. I'm just hoping that he's not gonna be well, I know he's not gonna be the variant of Ninetales that packs Sunny Day, because he had the air balloon, so that tells me he's more offensive variant, and he confirms this by having the Fire Blast. And I think here I figure I just go for the Scald, because I figure no, only one Pokemon on the team resists it, and if I get the burn, that'll be great. So, I'm going to try to get the Scald burn, but unfortunately I'm not going to get it as he brings in his Venusaur. And since his Venusaur is not a Zaka, it is just going to marinate for a while in here. So here I'm going to switch out, and I make a really bad play right here, like a really bad. I thought he would go for the grass move. So I go into my Tornadus Therian form. I also thought that if he wants to go for the Sleep Powder, predicting me to switch out, that'd be, you know, alright too. But he actually goes for the Sludge Bomb, gets a crit. Not sure if that one mattered, but I lose one of the biggest hitters on my team, so now I'm like, fuck. So here I'm going to go into my Gliscor, get my Poison Heal active, and he's going to go into his Donphan. I just want to get my Poison Heal active, so later on, if I think he's going to try to Sleep Powder, he might, you know, I could switch into my Gliscor or something, but I really don't want to do that. So I thought he would go for the rocks here, so I switch out into my Rose Raid, but he actually ends up going for the Ice Shard, so that works out fine too. It's not going to do too much to my Rose Raid, even though it is super effective. It's not stab, even though Donphan has a respectable attack, you know, but it's fine. So I know he's going to switch out here, predicting me to go for the Giga Drain. So I'm going to go for the Stun Spore, but I fucking miss. Now, usually, that wouldn't be all that important. But like I said to start this video, I actually found his Scizor scarfed, and I think I found it out right about here. Because he uses Aerial Ace, and I'm pretty sure that's the only move that Scarf Scizors carry, I believe, unless he's banded with Aerial Ace, which doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going with Bronzong, and I believe I'll go for the Toxic here, and I went for the Toxic because I don't remember what I thought he would go out into. I was thinking he'd go into Volcarona, and I'd be able to get a Toxic up on that. So I think that was a thought process there. But I should have went for the Earthquake. In hindsight, hits everything on his team, or at least neutral. But since the last time I went out into my Politoed, I know he's going to think I'm going to win my Politoed now, so I'm going to stay in, risking him going for the Fire Blast and killing me. But like I said, I was pretty sure he would go into he wouldn't use the Fire move. I actually thought he'd switch out into Venusaur, predicting me to go into Politoed. Actually, I lied there. But I get off a Gyro Ball on the Ninetales, which is alright. So I'm going to go into my Politoed. I really don't want to switch into Politoed, but it's the only thing I can really switch into a Fire Blast. And with the Rain up, it won't do much of anything along with the Resistance. So that's exactly what I do, and it did about 24 damage. And Leftovers heals that up, but since I'm Toxic, that is going to be pretty bad. And he's getting really worn down with the Toxic as well. So he's going to switch out into his Venusaur, as I switch out into, I don't remember. I think I went out into my Bronzong, because with the Rain up, he can't do much to me, and if he wants to switch out into his Venusaur, that'd be fine too. So I'm just going to go for the Gyro Ball, thinking it'll do a good amount of damage because Bronzong's slow as shit. But the sun isn't up, so I'm just like, yeah. And then I was like, Solar Beam, Mild Synthesis. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So here I just go for the, I went for the Stealth Rocks, and I'm like, why not just go for him now? Worst case scenario, switches out into Ninetales, gets free, free switch into Ninetales, and Dicks. And here, I think I just go out to Politoed, because he can't switch out unless he wants to, no, I go into Gliscor, because I'm like, fuck, something has to die. I don't want to switch into Politoed and risk it, dying or something. But I know he can't switch out, but what was I thinking, actually, going into, oh, I thought the entry hazards might kill my Politoed. I think that's what I was thinking. Maybe. Don't remember. But I go into Gliscor. Surprisingly, I don't die. And he goes into Donphan. And since last time he went for the Ice Shard, I'm going to Protect here, even though getting up Stealth Rocks would be, you know, what he would obviously want to do. I thought he might want to do either or, actually, either Rapid Spin or get up Rocks. I wasn't really too concerned with Ice Shard, but I want to get some more HP recovered. So here I'm going to go out into my Politoed, and here's where I barely survive the entry hazards, and I think I barely survived the Ice Shard too that he goes. No, he goes for Rapid Spin. I thought he was going to get a Rapid to get him killed, but he doesn't. I live with 2, recover back up with some leftovers, but the Toxic is going to bring me down to where his Ice Shard will kill me next turn. I thought about switching out, saving this thing as a fodder for a pivot switch, but it didn't really, wasn't really any point for me to doing that. So now I'm going to go into my Rose Raid, and because last time I went for the Stun Spore, I'm thinking that he thinks that I'm going to go for it again, so I'm going to Giga Drain, thinking he's going to stay in, thinking that I might want to not Giga Drain. Did I say that right? I think I did. Anyway, I'm just going to Giga Drain. It does a decent chunk, considering I have no special attack investment at all. And, considering it's a Donphan, I guess I took it reasonably well enough, didn't even bring it down to 30. But now, I should have went for, I thought about going for Layer of Spikes, but I think I just go for the Giga Drain again, thinking you might want to just fight or Donphan, which is a stupid move on my part. So, I think I just stay in here. No, I try to switch out here, but he surprises me by bringing out Pursuit, because usually Scizors, if they carry Aerial Ace, they don't carry Pursuit, but he packs both. So I'm like, fuck, this sucks ass. So since he went for the Pursuit, I'm going to go right into my Mammoth one. Well, I don't remember what I was going to go into originally, probably Gliscor. But since he killed me with Pursuit, I'm going to go into Mammoth one. And he's going to go into Donphan, but it doesn't matter. Since I know he's locked into Pursuit, so I'm just going to go for the Earthquake. Hit something really hard, because this my Mammoth one is adamant with Life Orb. So I know Earthquake is fucking some shit up. I don't give a fuck. Something's gonna die. Then he goes into his Volcarona, and I know I'm going to be able to take a fiery dance because the rain is up and I have thick fat. But the question is, how well am I gonna take it? And I take it just well enough so that I have 3 or 4 life orb hits left in me. So I'm just gonna be able to get off an Earthquake and kill a Volcarona, and that's, you know, that's good to go. And now I just have to worry about his Venusaur and his Donphan. So no, maybe Donphan. I don't remember. Venusaur comes out. I'm gonna Ice Shard, and I get a crit here, and the crit didn't really matter at all unless he was a defensive variant of Venusaur, because Adamant Life Orb with a max attack Battle Swine does, if it's offensive Venusaur, it'll do approximately 70% minimum, so that's fine. And here I knew he wouldn't go for the Bullet Punch, even if he did have it, because he has to lock himself into something that will potentially take out the other 2 members of my team, but since I still have my Bronzong waiting in the wings, he won't be able to do that at all. So that's going to be a good game. I don't remember your name. Oh wait, no. This is YungMatti. Yeah, that's his name. So yeah, that's going to be for this video. You guys know the deal. Like, comment, subscribe for the rest of that good jazz. It's Kaioken. I'll catch you next time. Later.